Hello and welcome to Radix's new research video series. In this edition, we'll be talking about traffic and leases. As we wrap up the month of February and look forward to March and the prime rental season, it's key to focus on traffic and leases as some of the leading indicators that will tell us how the rest of the year will likely go for the multifamily industry. Now, in normal years, following a seasonal pattern, multifamily fundamentals usually slow down in the fourth quarter and begin to accelerate in January. The calendar turns over, many people start looking for new apartments, and some even sign leases. But what we've noticed recently is over the past 4 or 5 years, excluding COVID, the 2020, we've noticed that most Februaries, traffic and leases actually take a pause or even decline in many markets and at the national level. Now, not to be concerned there, because after February, we see a very sharp increase in the months of March, April, May, and June, again, as we accelerate into that prime rental season. So looking at the first image here, you see what's gone on with traffic, new tours of a property in each of the past Februaries. The red circles indicate where February is, and in 2018, you see a little bit of a decline. 2019, you see another decline. Again, I've chosen to bypass 2020, but looking at 2021 and 2022, you see that decline, or in 2022 more specifically, it was a bit of a flattening rather than a decline. But again, you see that rapid acceleration in March, April, and May. So as we see more of a slowdown this year in 2023, in the month of February, more of a flattening, not necessarily a decline, but I anticipate that that will indicate another good rental season as we've seen historically speaking. Now, shifting gears over to new leases signed, you'll see the same pattern comes up with new leases. So the red circles again indicate the months of February where you see a decline in those fundamentals with new leases signed. Again, not cause for huge concern, because we see a rapid acceleration in the months that follow, indicating that prime and healthy rental season is upon us again. So if we fast forward to this year in 2023, you'll see another bit of a slowdown, again, more of a flattening in terms of new leases signed, but I anticipate that that will be a good sign as we move forward with occupancy, with rent, and with net effective rent as well, taking into account concessions. So at this point, we're turning the calendar to March in just a few days. I anticipate traffic and leases will start to pick up very quickly. Occupancy and rent growth will tend to lag anywhere from 1 to 3, maybe even 4 months for net effective rent in different markets across the country. But one indicative market that we've seen already is Chicago. Chicago had a very quick acceleration in traffic and leases signed in January and into February, and we've already seen the rent pick up as a result. So I expect that trend, that normal seasonal pattern that we've seen in many years past, removing 2021 of course, to continue in 2023 as our industry returns to more normal and stable footing after the COVID pandemic and recovery that ensued. So thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of the Radix video series. If you have any questions, please let us know. On behalf of Radix Research, I'm Chris Nebenzahl, and thank you again for joining us.